Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Arvind. Now we are going to perform Dbms experiment, that is last experiment from part B. So I would like to show you that experiment. I hope it is visible. So this one is the experiment from part B, experiment number 5. So here we need to create an employee database which contain all these tables: employee, department, department location, then project, and works on. So that particular employee works means working on that particular project. So like this, we need to create the tables by applying appropriate constraints. After that, we need to insert minimum 5 records. And after that, we have to solve these queries. So let us discuss one schema diagram for the better understanding. I hope it is visible file which contains some code and due to internet speed, it is slow, not loading. Yeah, now this is the schema diagram for that employee database. So in this schema diagram, you can see there are 5 tables: employee, department, department location, project, and works on. So there is a relationship between the tables. So what type of relationship? It depends on the foreign key. What is use of foreign key? It is used to apply the establish the relationship between the two tables. Two tables in the sense master and slave. So as we discussed in the previous experiments, especially for schema diagram, if outgoing arrows are there, which means for that particular column, we need to apply the foreign key constraint. You can see in this employee table. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns are there. So out of 8, we have to apply primary key on SSN because it is underlined. Remaining are the normal columns, but one is outgoing arrow for this super SSN, which means we need to apply the foreign key constraint on this. So come to the department table. On department number, we need to apply primary key. And on this MGR SSN, we have to apply foreign key because outgoing arrow is there. Similarly, for department location, we have to apply primary key as well as foreign key on this department number, separately. Come to the project, we have to apply primary key on project number because it is underlined and foreign key on department number because it is outgoing arrow towards department, which means arrow is going towards that particular table, means that particular table is master table, and current table is, in this case, project is the slave table, because outgoing arrow. So in the slave table, foreign key is present. This is the foreign key and this is the slave table. So outgoing arrow is going towards which table? Department. So department will be the master table. And where it is going? Into the D number column. So D number will be the primary key of that master table. So like this, last table is works on. So we have to apply primary key on SSN and P number, which is underlined. And two outgoing arrows are there. So for SSN, it is going towards employee. So this SSN will become as primary key of the master table, and this SSN will become as a foreign key for this work song. And here P number is the foreign key and is going towards project. That is P number. So this one will be the primary key of that master table. So like this, you need to create the tables by applying appropriate constraints, whether it is primary key constraint or foreign key constraint. So I will show you that code, how to apply this here. We'll see one by one. Come to the employee table. These many columns we need to create while creation of table. Create table where it is here. Create table employee. Then SSN. Come to this employee. SSN. We are applying primary key. Directly you have to apply the primary key after that column. Remaining columns are the normal columns. First name, last name, address, sex, this gender, then salary. After that, we are applying foreign key on which column? Is super SSN. This super SSN will refer the values of this SSN, means their table itself. Okay. So especially in this case, this employee table is a master as well as slave table, because it is referring to same table itself. Okay. So this super SSN is referring to the values of same column, means same table column. So here is employee is master as well as slave. It is not referring to some other table. That's why this super SSN references employee. Employee is this same table. Which columns value it is referring? SSN values. Then another outgoing arrow is there, that is D number. So on D number, we need to apply the foreign key constraint. Okay. So D number references where it is going? Towards department table. That is which column? D number. D number, it is going towards department, and that column name is D number. Come to the department table. D number, D name, MGR SSN, MGR start date. Create table department. D number, we are applying primary key because it is underlined. D name, MGR start date, then MGR varchar. So here, where it is outgoing arrow, MGR SSN. Okay, it is going towards employee. But as of now, we are not applying any foreign key here, because this department is dependent on employee. In some columns are dependent, and from employee, some columns are dependent on department. So directly we cannot apply the foreign key unless that particular uh, table is present. So what we'll do, after creation of this department and employee, we'll update that. Was not update, we'll alter that. Okay. So what is use of alter? we can apply the constraint on existing table. Now here we are applying foreign key constraint on this MGR SSN. Here, MGR SSN. It is going towards employee. Here, reference is employee SSN. Now this is the part of this is the alteration with this table only. Because if table is not exist, how can we refer? So after creation of both the tables, then we can alter. That's why we are altering after. Next. Then D location, two columns are there and both are primary key. D location, D loc and D number. And we are applying primary key combinedly on this D location and D number. What about foreign key of this? Where it is outgoing arrow here. D number for the department table. It is going towards department. Okay, D number references D number of department. So this is the foreign key. Next, project. P number we have to apply for a primary key. P number primary key. Then remaining columns. Where we have to apply foreign key on this P number. It is going towards department. References department. Then last, works on. On these two columns, we have to apply primary key, SSN, P number. Okay. Hours, then SSN and P number. And finally, we are going to apply primary key. But here, foreign key is also there. Two foreign keys are there. SSN is referring to SSN of employee. SSN is referring to SSN of employee here. We are creating and that column will refer the values of SSN of employee. Similarly, phone number will refer the values of P number of project. Here, it is going towards. So on these two columns, we have to apply foreign key constraint. It is there in this code. So I have already created the tables. I have inserted the values. Now we'll solve the queries as per our question. So what is that? Insert at least 5 records for each table. Add appropriate database constraints. Then solve this query. So what is the first query? I will show you, before that, I will show you the details of each table. Department, then employee, then D location, project, and works on. So these are the 5 tables data. Employee, these many employees. These are the departments are there. Accounts, IT, EC, ISC, CSC, and their respective department number. And these are the employees working in different departments and their details, salary, and their first name, last name, and so on. D location, location in the sense where city, where it is located, that particular department. Project, what are the projects are available? Project name, project number is there and their respective project. Whether it is IoT project, cloud project, okay, census project or bank management, and so on. And some their respective department number is also there. Okay, for example, IoT, the IoT project belonging to department number 5. So what is department number 5? It is belonging to the CSC. Accounts, department number 1. So accounts means some bank management project or some salary management projects. That's why it is going to or dedicated to that particular department. Then works on. So that particular employee, this is the SSN, some serial number for the employee. So that particular employee is working for this particular project. Okay, this information is there in the project table. Okay, project number. Here, 100 means IoT. So this particular SSN in the sense that particular employee ID. Okay, John. So this one is working on that particular project. It does not mean that all the employees are working on the project. Okay, some of the employees are working on that IoT. Some employees are working on bank management like that. So now on the basis of this, we have to retrieve the queries. So what is this? Make a list of all project numbers for project that involve an employee whose last name is Scott, either as a worker or a manager of the department. Okay. So we want to get a list of project numbers whose employee name is means last name is Scott. So for this, what you have to do? You have to write query like this. Because whether it is manager or what is that worker, so that's why we are retrieving from both the tables. That's why we are doing union of this. We use this on the Oracle platform, then we'll get these many project numbers. This is the result of query number 1. What we are doing here, we are retrieving from these many tables whose last name is Scott, whether it is manager or worker. Okay, so manager name can be ends with Scott, or worker name also can have the Scott. Okay, last name can be a Scott. That's how we are retrieving from both by using union. Next, what is the second query? Show the resulting salaries if every employee working on the IoT project is given a 10% rise. So those employees are working on IoT project. So we have to give the 10% hike. To execute this, what we are getting? We are getting these many employees and their respective hike. Means hike by 10%. Here. What is our query? Resulting salaries if the employee working on IoT project. First, we need to identify who is working, which employees are working on IoT project. Where it is available? In the project. Okay, project number is 100. So who is working? Who is working on project number 100? Project number 100. Here. So from this works on table, we'll get the employees working on IoT project. What is the project number for IoT? 100, 100. So this employee is working and two employees means totally three employees working on IoT project. Okay. CSC 01, 02 and 04. So we need to uh, give the hike for these employees by 10%. See, CSC01, CSC02, and CSC05. Check the employee table. CSC01, that is James. Initial salary is 5 lakhs. Then what is that next one? Again, you check. 001, 002 means not 001. CSC01, CSC02, and CSC04. Let us check what is that employee. 01 is John. Not this one. James. CSC01. So 5 lakhs, 10% means 5 lakh 50,000. Then CSC02, this one. So 7 lakhs 70,000. Okay, 10% hike. And this one, for one. 6 5 lakh 50,000 means 10% hike. Whatever the 10% hike will come in the result. That's why we are getting this. Okay, 5 lakhs 50,000, 7 lakhs 70,000, and 6 lakhs 65,000, and their 10% hike. That's why we are getting these records. Come to the third query. Find the sum of salaries of all the employees of accounts department, as well as maximum salary, minimum salary, and average salary. So we have to check what are the employees are working for accounts department, and we have to give the maximum salary, minimum salary, and average salary. To check who is working on in the accounts department. So what is the department number for this accounts? 1. Check in the employee table. And what is the department number is 1. So how many employees are working? Only 2 employees are working in accounts. That is department number 1. That is CC01 and CC02. And their respective salaries are this one. So out of these two, which one is minimum? 3 lakhs is minimum, and maximum is 3 lakh 50,000. And what is the average? 3 lakh 25,000, 25,000. Okay, that average. And summation is 6 lakh 50,000. If you execute that, we'll get that particular record. Here, just now we discuss. Maximum salary is 3 lakh 50,000. Minimum salary is 3 lakhs. Average is 3 lakhs 25,000, and summation of salaries. Summation of this. Come to the fourth. Retrieve the name of each employee who works on all the projects controlled by department number. All the projects, which employee is working, we want their name. So only James Smith is working on all projects. So what you have to do, select first name so from employee, last name. Where not exist, where it is not exist, select project number from project where department number is 5. Minus, we have to use minus here. Okay. So whichever is remaining, that name will come. Which means whatever the employee is working in all the projects, that name will come in the result. Last query. For each department that has more than 5 employees, you have to check on in which department is having more than 5 employees. Retrieve the department number. That particular department number you have to retrieve, which has more than 5 employees, and the number of its employees who are making more than 6 lakhs. Out of that employees, which employees, what are the employees are having the salary more than 6 lakhs? First, we'll check in which department is having more than 5 employees in the employee table. See here, in this employee table, only department number 5 is having more than 5 employees. Remaining are very less, okay, less than 5. So out of this highlighted part, which is working in department number 5, means more than 5 employees are there. So out of these, whose salary is greater than 6 lakhs, means how many employees are having salary greater than 6 lakhs? Here, 8 lakh is greater than, is greater than 6 lakhs. Again, this one, 6 lakh 50,000, and again 7 lakhs. So 3 employees are earning more than 6 lakhs. So what will be the count? So what is the output? Number of its employees who are making more than 6 lakhs. So number of employees will be 3. So what do you do? First, we need to collect the data from employee table here. Department number 5 is having, 3 employees are having more than 6 lakh salary. So what is this query? How to solve? You have to collect the data from department table, then count the number of employees, okay, from department and employee, and their salary should be greater than 6 lakhs. So what do you do? You need to group. You need to group that departments, and there you have to apply the having clause. Okay, because condition is like that only, that number of employees should be greater than 5. So that's why we are using this having clause. Number of employees should be greater than 5. And why we are using group by clause? Because we need to group. Okay. So department number 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of that, whichever department is having more than 5, that department will be considered in this inner query. So that result will use for this. That's why we are getting this count as 3. So like this, you have to perform all these queries. You have to create the tables, insert the values, and retrieve these queries. Thank you very much. I will stop here.